Hola a todos, bienvenidos, welcome. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Spanish verb ser, which means to be. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys two different activities you can do to practice the verb ser. But before we get there, I just put some information on the screen. I suggest that if this is new to you, you write down everything you see here because it'll be super helpful, not only for doing the activities, but just as you move along in Spanish. So the verb ser can be put into 6 different forms. It kind of gives it meaning. So like ser is to be. I can change it to I am, you are, and so forth. So in purple on the screen, you can see the soy. That means I am. The next word down, eres, means you are. Es can mean he is, she is, or it also can mean you are in a formal situation. The top right one, the somos, means we are. Sois means you guys are, and it's primarily just used in Spain. And then son can mean they are, or again, it can also mean you guys are, and that's pretty much everywhere else. If you want to say you guys are, other than Spain, you'd use that son right there. There are also some words also on there that are in blue. I'm going to go through those with you really quick. So the first one says yo, and that means I. So I can say yo soy, and that means I am. But soy by itself also means I am. The yo can just give it extra clarification. Next one down says tú, which means you, and that's an informal you. So if I'm talking to my friend, I say tú. But if I'm talking to for someone for whom I want to show more respect, I would go down to the very bottom left of that chart, and I would see the word usted, and that's a formal you. And the words above that are él for he and ella for she. Let's go up to the top right. We see the word nosotros, which means we. There's also a feminine version of that word, which is nosotras, and that's if as a group of girls are saying we. If I go down, we've got the word vosotros, which is like you, again, like you guys, plural. And then I can also make that feminine vosotras. And then I got ellos and ellas for they. One's masculine, the first one, the second one's feminine. And then ustedes is like you guys. Let's give you a couple of questions right now that you can use right away with somebody and start learning about them in Spanish. So the first one is, ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? That means, where are you from? So to answer that question, I'm going to say, I am from in the place, which would look like this. Soy, or I could also say, yo soy de California. Go ahead and try that out with somebody. If you're both learning together, you can turn to them and ask them, ¿de dónde eres? And they can answer the question, soy de. Maybe you want to get to know this person a little bit better and kind of learn where their family is from. I could say, ¿de dónde es tu familia? ¿De dónde es tu familia? And then to answer that question, I would just say, mi familia es de, and then put the place in after it. An activity that I'm going to give you guys that you can do, and one of them is this crossword puzzle you can see on your screen. And what you have to do is use the information you wrote down earlier to fill in the English, changing it to Spanish. So like, let's just take, for example, number 2 across right here. It says I am, and then the word pasajero, which means a passenger. So I'm going to put the words I am in the blank. Now I know that soy can mean I am, but you can also use the subject pronoun yo with it and say yo soy, and it'll turn green. If you get something wrong, it will mark it red. Let's do one more. So like 3 down here says I am from Mexico, and it's to include the yo. So we'll include the yo and soy, and then the word from, if you remember from earlier, is de. So yo soy de. If you want to do this crossword puzzle, I'll put a link to it in the description of, or in the video at the very end. All right, I got one more activity for you if you want to just practice just the word, those 6 words, the soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. An activity looks like that. Now, if you open up the link to this activity, are a whole bunch of sentences to say what people are or where they're from. And all you have to do in this blue box over here is put the correct form of the verb ser. So that's going to be the soy, eres, es, somos, sois, or son. So let's take, for example, let's do number 2. It says, mi amigo, and then blank de California. So I want to say my friend is from California. So you're going to ask yourself, do I want to use soy, eres, es, somos, sois, or son? So if I'm saying my friend is, which is like he is, if you go back to that information that hopefully you wrote down earlier when you're taking notes, I'm going to use S with that. And then the box will turn green, and the little person will show up right here. We'll do one more for you, just to make sure you guys get the idea. Let's do number 5. It says, ellos blank de Chile. So they are from Chile. So if you remember your notes earlier, ellos, which is they, goes down on the bottom right of that information. So I'm going to put, for they are, I'm going to use the word son. So ellos son de Chile. If your answer is coming up red, make sure you're not putting an extra space in there. It's got to be exactly right, or it'll come up wrong. Cool. So just a quick recap of what you learned today. The verb ser means to be, and you can use it to talk about where people are from. You can also use it to talk about what people are, like a teacher or even interesting, tall, what they're like. There's the conjugation for you. That conjugation is when you take the verb and change it into its different form. So yo soy is for I am, tú eres, you are, and so on and so forth. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time. Adios.